Hello, everyone. We're live. We're live.
Hello, hello, hello.
Just barely.
Just barely. As I'm typing in the Discord notification message using Big Booty Bear very appropriately.
You think the Big Booty Bear would be cool right now? I think.
He'd be in a stream somewhere.
Yeah, catching
Probably
salmon.
very warm though.
Could be.
Unless is Big Booty Bear an ice bear?
Do
we know?
I feel like yeah, he's an Alaskan brown bear. You know.
Okay.
Running at high speeds through dewy grass towards crisp spring brooks.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
Catching only the freshest salmon. While having a big booty. That's my...
Oh, yeah, well, it's hard to run when you have a big booty, but he does it very well.
Gets by.
He makes it work.
He makes it work for him. Hi, everyone. How's your Tuesday? Dummy thick, Booty Bear. True.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm glad today we streamed, because it is the hottest day the UK's ever experienced on record. And of course, when we first started streaming, it was so hot that my computer nearly exploded.
It's on brand.
So it's just I feel like it
above and beyond.
The only thing that would have made it more perfect is if today literally was the anniversary, but you can't.
I mean, we're almost there, I think.
We are almost there.
Because I had my 1-year anniversary on Friday.
Oh god, maybe we are. I've got no idea. I just assumed it wasn't, but yeah, maybe it is. Who knows? But yeah, tell us your temperatures. How hot is it outside for you?
Yeah.
Inside? Because although at least in Bristol where I am, it's yesterday was actually the hottest day, but a lot of, I think, towards London, it's even hotter today. So I'm actually, well, I should be benefiting from it, but I think my house is like a battery. It just, so I think it's hotter today than it was. But Alex, at least, who is joining us.
Yes.
Hello.
We're so blessed
just in
today.
case one of us does explode, there'll always be two, unless two of us explode, and then. But anyway,
Yeah, then
Alex,
it's just me. But
it's just me.
I'm not hosting, so.
Alex is avoiding the London heat, I think.
Yes.
So we're all good on that front.
Oh,
I could not be here. If I were in London right now, I would not be in work. I would
No.
be lying on the floor, just trying to survive.
Yeah, it's wild out there.
It's ridiculous. Which is why, appropriately, we're doing a hat stream.
Yes.
Keep your scalp protected.
Although some of these hats you wouldn't want to wear in this weather.
Yeah, what would be the let's figure it out. What would be the worst hat to wear in the? I mean, obviously discounting, like beanies and woolen knit hats, but wearing a pot over your head might
Yeah.
also be even worse
A bad
because
idea.
the metal is just like,
Ow.
it's like when you wear jewelry and you're taking something out of the oven and it starts like
Bit of,
getting really
bit of
hot.
rosemary though, bit of sage. You might be okay. I've heard though, if it's really hot outside, I'm talking, like there's a fire around you, that the best thing. This might be really bad advice. I don't want to, but I've heard like getting into like a fridge or an oven or something that is well insulated, because you haven't got the oven on, obviously.
Yeah.
Although you'd probably run out of oxygen, so maybe don't do that. Obviously, the best thing to probably do is, well, I don't know, maybe you can't get out, I don't know. But yeah, I think to wrap yourself, don't you wrap yourself in tin foil? Because it radiates heat, it like takes heat off you. But then yeah, it sounds like it would just cook you like a delicious turkey, doesn't it? So, I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that one.
I like the image though. Everyone just slowly, just cooking themselves up.
Yeah. I don't know if I like that image actually.
Alex bringing the morbidity to stream.
That's what I'm here for. You bring the booty bear, I bring the concept of death.
You did recently read a book called How to Cook a Bear, right?
Really?
I did read a book called How to Cook a Bear. They never told me how to cook a bear. I was disappointed.
Oh.
It was metaphorically then.
Yeah, metaphorical bear.
It was.
What was the bear a metaphor for?
It's a good question. I didn't think it was a very good book.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was a metaphor for communities that refused to be open-minded.
Yeah, I feel that.
And so end up cooking themselves. But they are both the bear and the butchers.
Ooh.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Was it? Do you think by the end of it the bear was cooked?
I think the bear was definitely dead. Whether they got any good meal out of it is a different question.
Okay, but not a good book. That's a shame.
No.
Yeah.
It was interesting. Definitely not my favorite read of the year.
Yeah. Hoping Augustus stays far away from it.
For sure. I'm not sure what the highest, because the game does now have temperature, which is fun. I'm not sure what I programmed the highest temperature to be. Although it does have it can randomly fluctuate. But what temperatures have we got? 39, 37, 80, 81 Fahrenheit. I'm not quite able to. I know 100 is like 40 degrees, isn't
81
it?
is 27.22222 Celsius.
So everyone's
Spicy.
Everyone's cooking.
Yeah, let's say hi to the chat, also known today as the oven. Welcome in Griffin, Hal, Alex, me, Rupert, and Lilith, and Paul. I met Paul a few days ago, and it was very lovely. So that's my story.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank
That's
you for coming.
exciting.
It's cool when people
Right.
really exist, isn't it?
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's
I rate that.
absolutely wild. Can't believe it.
I was in
Yeah.
I was in Birmingham a couple of days
Oh.
ago actually, and I wasn't 37 then, although it was warmer than where I was. I love Birmingham. I don't know if maybe Alex has been.
Yes, I've been many times.
Have you?
It's not too far from my family home.
Oh,
So-
okay.
I have never been.
Um,
Unless maybe I'm not sure. Actually.
maybe.
Oh, maybe by like passing through on a train or something. I don't know.
Who knows? It's possible.
It's possible that I have just decided in my brain to forget.
I think the thing I really like about Birmingham, I feel like a lot of places you go, there's kind of like, for better or for worse, there's usually like a feeling to everybody. Everyone's wearing kind of similar clothes. They've kind of got a similar vibe about them. Whereas Birmingham, I feel like you can just, everyone's rocking everything all at the same time. There's people just wearing tuxedos, just walking around. There's people. I saw this chap who just had his belly out. He was just walking around with his belly out, just having a great time. Yeah.
Like top off or just
No.
crop top?
Yeah, he was enjoying the breeze on his belly, and it was frustrating because we were rushing to get to the coach station, and we kept waiting at the red lights, and then he would walk past us every time, very slowly, and and I learned a lot from that actually. I took a lot from that experience. But sometimes you got to just
let your belly out.
You gotta let your belly out.
Oh.
And just take life slow sometimes, because we got there in good time. There was no rush.
Yeah, that's very true. Sometimes you're like rushing, and in the end you don't end up going faster than anyone else.
Yeah. Although the opposite of that happened in London to me, where we literally got on the coach doors as they were about to close. So sometimes you definitely do need to rush.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And big points to Fern for being here today, because, well, I think this meeting that's being discussed was it in a different country?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
It was.
there were
in the
doubts as
country
to
of,
whether Fern would be here. So credit to Fern.
Yeah, I came home like, I don't know, like a bit less than an hour ago.
Yeah.
Pop in the door, turn on the PC.
That's what it's all about.
Now I'm here.
You
No
can't miss a
rest for the
stream.
wicked.
Can't miss a stream.
Thankfully, everything went okay for me. I know a lot of people coming home from Amsterdam did not have a great time. I hope it went well for Paul, because some people were not very lucky with the airport.
Oh, really?
It was hell in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the security queue was just 2 hours long. They had you go like out through like a whole tunnel outside of the airport and then back again, and
Wow.
then through the airport again and up the stairs, and then there's an entire queue there, the actual security queue. It was wild. Some people showed up 8 hours early and then queued and ended up having their flight canceled. It's terrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, it's
so
not just
is it
not
because
just the
of the
UK. Then.
heat?
Lots of factors,
it's-
isn't it? I think they're
yeah.
understaffed, aren't they? I think it's not.
Yeah.
Is it the airports themselves, but rather not the?
It's both.
Oh, okay,
'cause,
both.
like there have been pilot strikes and
Yeah. Okay.
like baggage worker strikes, and in general just like the airport.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Airports don't
terrible.
scale well to chaos, do they?
Yeah.
I think it's exponential.
Oh boy.
So I'm catching a plane later this year, so I'm hoping
Ooh.
we'll see. Hoping hoping things cool off by then, but probably not, because again, I think the issue is that you just can't. It takes time to train people. It takes time to get people in roles.
Yeah.
I think it's similar to.
And of course, like so many people are traveling right now because
Yeah.
it's like peak season, and everyone's like finally excited to do their vacation
Yeah.
after
yeah,
years of
Mhm.
it
COVID.
is. It's a perfect storm.
Lays off lots of workers during the pandemic. Wonders why they're struggling to rehire on poverty wages. Oh. Yeah, yikes.
Yeah, I think. Well, among everything else, I think flights are just going to be getting more expensive, aren't they?
Yeah,
Maybe
which
quite rightly.
I guess is fair because,
Yeah.
like, it might be good to limit people a little bit more from traveling a lot,
Mm.
But also maybe, environmentally, it would be nice to limit the people who have private jets, and that would maybe be an idea, I guess, because those are bad too. Anyway,
I think because there's a lot of people who travel for business, isn't there? I think that's the main, be it private
Yeah.
jets or otherwise. It's probably superfluous. Because I don't know, and I think that's where most of that. I could be wrong. I haven't seen CO2 emission. Haven't seen the pie chart. Maybe someone can correct me on that. But I think everyone. I think it's nice. Like I'd like to go to America sometime, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I should sit on a boat. How long does a boat take to go from?
Ooh.
What would the typical? Would you
Like a
leave from
ferry.
leave from like Southampton or something and go to Virginia? Is that what they used to do? I don't know.
Probably
Not
weeks,
a ferry,
right?
it would be. Oh yeah, weeks, yeah, for sure. I don't know if it would be. I don't know if it would teeter into months. Probably weeks. But maybe you'd get to know the crew. Maybe it'd be a good time, defining moment in your life.
Yeah.
I don't know. But then I feel like I know America more than you use and everything. I feel like these days we get deeper insights into things, don't we?
Yeah, I don't even need to go there.
So maybe
It's
not.
fine.
That was always my granddad. I don't think he ever went abroad because he'd seen it all on the television, was what he said. Which I don't know, maybe there's some truth to, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hope so as well, Paul. I hope the ball of fire in the sky settles down a little bit. Maybe the ball of fire in the sky can have an ice cream and calm down a bit, take a load off, get a little chill out.
Stop expelling so many
Yeah.
violent rays.
Remember to wear sunscreen, everyone, if you're outside.
Yeah,
Which you shouldn't be, I guess.
Yeah, at the moment
Yeah.
you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But I think it goes. I was reading something where it's saying that you should. I think something like 20 minutes of sun is like really good for you. But yeah, any more than that, and it's like quickly goes the other way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So I was like getting my 20 minutes of sun the other day, and yeah, I got a little bit crispy. But we have all been inside. I think one of my friends was saying we're all just not used to the hot weather because of the pandemic and everything. So we're particularly roastable at the moment.
I
Roastable.
don't like the sun. Go back to the food imagery.
Yes.
Circular.
Circular. I'm doing a cowboy hat at the moment, but I don't know. I'm doing it from memory, just because I said this was the promise, wasn't it? That I said I would do a cowboy hat on stream, but Alex is the expert on cowboy hats.
I don't even own a cowboy hat.
Oh, you own cowboy boots? Is that it?
I own cowboy boots, and I own a cowboy hat. I own cowboy themed jewelry and multiple like cow print things like skirts and flares, which are very funky. But no cowboy hat.
No cowboy hat.
Which is very sad. It's never sunny enough in the UK to wear a hat, like a cowboy hat.
All cowboy.
Today's the
hat,
only
Except for now.
day.
Yeah. Except it's too warm to go out and buy one. So you're just
It
stuck.
is.
For sure.
This looks like a good cowboy hat, though.
It's okay.
Some of them have stitching, like
Today.
what was it?
Yeah.
Stitching. It looks like the hat is wearing a belt. Is how I can describe it, which you've kind of done, but I'll have like little
Okay.
buckles on.
I
This is why
wanna-
I don't do the art, because I can't describe anything.
I want to get the shape of the hat, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
Get a good.
get a good brim going. Maybe I will get up a reference. But I like to
But
see
the
what-
hat needs the trademark dent in the top. Yeah, because
Mm.
otherwise it becomes a little bit more like oh, what's the name of that hat? Like if it's too like becomes kind of like pilgrimy. I don't know if that's the right, you know, like traditional like old American.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving type thing.
Yeah, exactly. Hal gets it. That's what I meant.
I think you can kind of paste it. I think you can vary on the shape of the hat. I think you can go. Here's just one I found.
Machat. Hi Tara, welcome in.
Welcome in.
Oh,
Maybe
that's a
I've-
funky hat.
Maybe I've not
Oh.
gone. Yeah, I think this is like snakeskin or something. And I mainly
Yeah,
just
maybe the sides need to go up a little
wrap
bit
it up a
more,
little bit more,
so it doesn't
yeah.
look. Because right now it's a bit more like a sun hat
Yeah.
with a pilgrim top. We love genre bending, melding, mixing. Ooh, instantly yes.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
A bit more cowboy, a bit more yeehaw in
Ye
that.
to the ha.
Yee to the
Yeah. We're all about it.
Oh, I've done it in the wrong colour. I
It'd
don't know
be
if you
very
can.
exciting to get the cowboy hat with the cowboy boots in the game. You
Yes.
can just be
Yeah.
a cowboy gardener, which sounds so
The
fun.
cowboy gardener is your new handle. Well, there you go. You're welcome. Easy.
Almost too easy. And maybe it gives you a. I'm going back to TF2, but there used to be a thing where if you wore a certain set of hats and things, you would get a certain stat boost.
Yeah.
But I probably won't do that.
Just like
What stat would it give?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I think, because there's a few stats in the game, but I'd probably make it boost the EHAR stat.
Yeah.
I think that's the
That's,
most suitable. Really, yeah.
Alex
What
does
else?
a lot of that.
What else would you? What else would you have it boost? I'm not sure.
Charisma. Cowboys are cool.
There is, yeah, there is
Yes.
charisma.
Yeah,
I think it's
absolutely.
called charm in the game.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said I think it is called charm.
Sure, you know.
The way I have the way I
very humble.
remember the stats in the game is pickled. That's how they're ordered in the code anyway. I'm forgetting my own thing. Perception, yield, charm, luck, discovery, and then there's also wisdom, but it's kind of a bit of a funny one, wisdom, so I don't include it in the. But that's how you remember it.
Mm.
That's fun.
Welcome
Yeah.
in, Frizzalin.
I was
Yeehaw.
glad when I found that I could put them in a. Is that a thing? Is that a thing where it's like not the word, but it is kind of the word? I don't know what you call that.
An abbreviation?
But
No.
no. Oh, there's all kinds of things, isn't there? Because there's like it's different. Like the NAACP is, for example, is one thing, and then I'm doing American examples. But then the Dream Act is something else because it actually spells dream, if you know what I mean. And I think those are two different things. I might be wrong. I remember learning this in like GCSE English, which I don't know, it doesn't have any use at all, does it?
Nodding my head as if I understand.
But like, if you said NAACP out loud, it would just be like NACTP, right? Whereas dream is a word.
Right,
so I think those are two different things.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm following.
I did a better job of explaining it there.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody knows. Initialism and acronym. There you go.
Ah.
I think that is it as well. Well done, Griffinfire.
Yeah.
I'm googling it.
So I believe
Cowboys in chat.
I believe this is initialism. Then I'll get rid of it now.
Interesting.
It's not.
I think it's interesting.
I'm
Educate.
glad. I'm glad I did literature rather than language. I think you can get a bit bogged down in it all. Can you as language?
Mm.
No offense to anyone who studies English. Although I don't know. What do you call it in like elsewhere? You wouldn't call it English, obviously. Do you call it Norwegian or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was never sure of that.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know if that's the case, like in university level.
Right.
Then it's probably some more like specific term, but you know, it's in regular, children's school. We have English too, though.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But fortunately, when I
yeah,
studied
like,
like German, I wasn't being taught the great works of. Oh, I've forgotten his name now. The chap who wrote the Metamorphosis. I'm sorry, that's probably the most cliche
Is that Kafka?
German. Yeah, it's probably the most cliche German author. I'm really sorry.
Just some lad, I don't know. I guess did a thing.
He did a thing.
No big deal.
Do it.
I'm shamefully miseducated on a lot of things, but also German authors, unfortunately. I actually learned most about Kafka in my graphic design course because I chose to do a piece on the Metamorphosis,
Oh.
which is actually
That's
quite
funky.
good fun. But it's I don't like it as a book. I think it's a bit it's a bit much. And it doesn't have spoilers, it doesn't have a happy ending. I don't know if it's not very long, is it? I can't remember. I think it's more of a
I don't think it's very long.
No. I only really know about German authors from my German teacher bringing them up at the start of lessons. My German teacher just spent the whole time writing our names on the board. Poor. Bless her. And I've forgotten all of it. I don't know if that's. Can you speak any languages, Alex? I know you can, Ferna.
That's okay. I will just I will stay out of it. Leave it out.
I speak a couple. I studied French and Japanese at university.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, so I've got a decent grasp
you've got
on both of them.
So you've got a degree in both? No.
Well, technically no. My degree is in comparative literature.
Okay.
But you had to do languages, so
I
did French
see.
and
So it was a part of that, was it?
yeah, because comparative literature is just a fancy way of saying it's English literature, except it's not English books you study.
Oh, there you go.
You can study it outside. Yeah.
And did you get to
It's really fun.
Did you get to choose what you studied? Like, were you given a bunch of languages and you could use them? I'm guessing you
kind of
couldn't.
got free range.
Okay, free reign. Okay.
Yeah, so you kind of could do anything across the university. So my uni was had a separate department for languages,
Yeah.
which did broader ones, which is why I was able to then, after I did French, go and do Japanese with them. But the funny thing was your modules didn't have to match the language you were doing. So I was there learning Japanese and then studying film and comics and things like that.
There you
which
go.
very different, but very good.
Collecting languages like Pokemon. I know some people can.
Mm.
'Cause you meant to get to a
I
certain
wish.
point, don't you, where it becomes easier and easier to learn language. That's what I've heard anyway.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because like once you have like one of the, or at least like once you have Spanish, French, and Italian, probably a lot easier.
Yeah, but especially
Yeah.
with overlap. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do, so I also know Latin, so I did Latin for a
Oh,
while,
there you go.
which made language learning really easy. So
Yeah.
I've also done like a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of Italian, and those were so easy because of the Latin.
Yeah.
Everything just came from that.
Did you do Latin? Well, you didn't do Latin with your Did you do it with the comparative literature?
No, I did
That
it
was-
up to
Oh,
A level.
Yeah, okay.
So then I went to uni and was like, I'm done with that.
because I remember. Yeah, there was. I could have. Well, I didn't choose to do Latin, but there were kids who did. But I think you spend most of your time reading like. I don't know Latin. Oh, am I making this up? They used to have posters of like Greek. Oh, maybe that's philosophy. I'm totally sorry. Ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I feel like aren't there like ancient Latin stories or something? Or no, maybe I'm wrong. I'm just making stuff up. I think
there are lots of ancient like Latin stories and Roman.
I'm just
It's the whole thing of like Roman versus Greek, because the Romans
Yeah.
took a lot from Greek and were like, this is ours.
Oh,
We are
maybe
so
that's
smart.
why. I just remember.
Actually, we made it.
my politics room, because there were so few of us studying politics, like had a load of. I think we shared it with another. I can't remember. If it was, I think it was Latin, and all the posters were just of like pillars. I don't know why. And I remember, but what's Bastille got to do with Latin? I just remember there being a poster, and of course it was at the same time that song was out. I just remember thinking it was. No, is it? What's the name of the? What's the name of that song? You guys know
Bastille
it.
is
Bastille's the artist. What's the name of that song that was huge for a
Isn't it
summer?
Pompeii?
Pompeii, that was it. It was a poster of Pompeii. Does that got something to do with Latin, or is that's not philosophy, is it?
no.
Unless they were. Oh no, they were studying classical literature. That's what it is. Okay, I'm talking out of my. Okay, everyone can ignore me now. I'm really sorry. I derailed it.
How dare you talk about
I'm really sorry.
it? Oh
Um,
my god, that's wow.
Griffin Fire loved Latin. What did you love about it? Just that it opened your eyes up to different languages, I guess. Because I know some people hated it when they were studying it because they thought it had no practical use.
Mm.
But yeah, I suppose if you're seeing to use it in other languages, I suspect it's going to be quite handy. But my mum loves to, because she learnt it and she loves to just say it. Maybe Alex does that as well.
It's fun to...
Recites beautiful poems.
I like being able to say I studied Latin and say I enjoyed
Yes.
it. Everyone finds that bizarre enough.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
This cowboy hat is looking really cool.
It's not too bad, is it?
Yeah, it's really coming together.
I might just. I feel like we've got the dimple. The dimple's looking rock solid. I might change the colour on this a little bit. But if anybody has any other ideas for hats, just let me know, because
Yeah,
that's what this is all about.
hat
And
inspo.
I think I'm particularly bad at thinking up hats that I actually want in the game, which is kind of stuff that's a bit left of field and a bit, I guess, gardeny and a bit, I guess, found is the word. Is there a better word for that?
Invented.
No, I mean something you would like find.
Yeah.
Lying
you
around.
invented using it as a hat. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure,
It
okay.
was an invention.
Yeah,
Very original.
yeah, I see what you mean. Fedora, I could do a
Yeah.
fedora.
Yeah. Just found it in the garden. Someone had left it.
But any and all hats are welcome, because I've got quite a few. You've got the flower pot there. I'm still not happy with that leaf. That one keeps popping up. I'm still not happy with it. I think I've redrawn it about 10 times.
Oh, maybe a lily pad.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Have I done a lily pad? I'm not sure I have. Quite a
Have
few.
you done a sunflower?
Yeah, we did. In fact, I think there it is. That's the behind artwork for it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Oh, here it is. That there. That's okay, actually. Oh, and the mushroom's not that great. I need to come back to that. Where's my... I want to just finish shading the cowboy hat, and I've lost it now. This one was quite fun. Someone had the idea for a bird's nest last stream. We've got some horns as well. And the Snufkin. I mean, copyright-free hat.
What was that? Buffkin? Yeah, that's actually a group of people in the Garden Path lore, and
It's spelled quite differently actually. You wouldn't think it, but spelled with a Y.
Yeah.
Right, I just want to do like a. I find a tip for I don't know. When I draw hats, I usually will do the. I'll do the. Oh, you can't see anything I'm doing because it's behind the. But like, if I'm drawing something that's symmetrical, I might, Oh, where? Oh, I'm in erase mode. Why is that thing drawing? Literally nothing's drawing. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I might draw a hat. I don't know. Maybe it's like that, and then I'll shade it and I'll use the symmetry mode. But I think you generally want the feeling that light is coming from a direction. So tell me if I'm, because I just get in the habit of doing the symmetry. But tell me if I'm shading symmetry on. But you want to kind of suggest that light is kind of hitting the top of the hat there and then coming down a bit like that. Although that looks terrible. But it'll work. Griffin Fire, I think mostly interested in the history and literature associated with Latin. But I enjoyed the language itself as I went. That's really cool.
Would it be an idea to just have like, you have your usual cowboy hat, but then what if there was a super tiny cowboy hat and it just kind of sat, just sitting like on the side of your head? You know what I mean? Like a mini cowboy hat, like a shrunken.
I can do that for you.
I like
just
that.
a moment.
And then the description can just be, like maybe a fairy lost this or something like that. I don't know.
A cowboy fairy, yeah.
Yeehaw.
Fairy is my favorite
Small.
Perhaps this fairy, once upon a time, did indeed say yeehaw. Perhaps upon its quaint toadstool, it too said yeehaw. Cowboy fairy would, I don't know. Cool. Cowboy hat broadly done. So you're talking. Let me just. You mean like because I can. Oh, what is down there? That's ruining my. Bear with. Sometimes you draw a little speck of something and you don't realize. And you just have to go layer by layer. Is it this?
Lost in the
layers.
layers.
It's this weird. There it is. That weird thing I was. Okay. So you mean like this?
But like kind of crooked, like a little
Kinda
bit bent
crooked,
on
oh,
the
yeah.
side. Yeah.
Bit like that. Too easy.
I love it. Little quirky, tiny cowboy hat.
Easy. Work smart, not hard.
Exactly. We reuse assets here.
2 hats in 1.
I'll keep it big for now to maintain pixel integrity. But who knows? Maybe I'll do it. Lily pad.
Lily pad.
One course focused on. Alex will know how to say that.
What? Where? Where am I looking? Where? Oh yeah, the course on the Aeneid. Sorry, I was like, where am I? Where's the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had in my A levels, I had to translate the Aeneid in the exam. That was what we focused on.
Okay.
So the Aeneid is just the Roman Odyssey.
Oh, okay.
But it's definitely different, legally distinct, not the same story.
Yeah. Is that like instead of Homer? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they got a lot from the Greeks, didn't they?
I got distracted because I think someone in our Discord server recently posted the news about how the biggest lily pad in the world, or a slightly new species, was discovered. Did people see this?
I need to catch up.
The biggest.
I think it was this server. If I'm maybe I'm in a different garden
Yeah, maybe.
server. I don't know. But yeah, so it's the lily pads up to 3.2 meters wide.
You feel like someone would notice that, wouldn't you? Before.
Yeah.
Usually we discover little things, don't we? Like a beetle. Don't they think there's like millions of beetles we've not discovered yet? Like oh, I was gonna make a good joke then. I can't think. Oh, hang on, I gotta Google it. Like Pete Best. That's the guy who drummed for the Beatles before Ringo did. I was gonna say Pete Townsend, but he's actually, is he the lead singer of The Who or the guitarist for The Who? I don't know. I've forgotten.
I don't know. Which is he? Leader and guitarist, but second lead vocalist. Pete
Oh, no
Townsend.
worries. No worries. They're pretty cool, huh? The Who. They make pretty hip music for our generation.
Yeah.
Oh, I was listening.
Dead. Sorry.
Say that again.
Oh, I just like I'm just so dead, and I feel like I am not contributing a lot. So I'm very happy that Alex is here today, because I needed the help.
Not at all, but I was never going to pass up the opportunity to watch the cowboy hat being brought into existence.
Oh.
I'm sorry it's over. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
We're not yeehaw.
Only so much cowboy hat to draw. Although I do need. I could do the sides and the back of it, but I don't think I don't think it's particularly exciting. I usually leave that to do on a cold day.
I can't imagine a cold day right now. What was it like? How did it used to be?
I feel like the world would be if the seasons were half the length. I feel like that'd be ideal, wouldn't it?
Yeah, or at least 3/4.
3/4. Because you do get to that point where you just physically can't envision how the world was before.
Yeah.
You definitely get to that point.
I'm just excited for autumn. I love autumn.
Autumn's cool. I found winter much more. I had a different strategy this year for winter, because I used to go on the weather website every day and check if spring was on the way. My strategy this time was to basically just accept that this is what the world this is the default. It's just being really cold all the time, and that made winter fly by. But then I was quite busy, so who knows? It could have been one or the other.
Oh, speaking of lily pads, I know, super good segue. At TwitchCon, my lovely friend Donna Tart hosted a cake decorating event, and kind of competition, and I'm now sending you the cake that I made. It has lily pads, so I thought it would be topical. I
Is
also
this-
went to the botanical garden that had lily pads, so that's my second lily pad tangent.
Is this a slice of a bigger cake? Let me get it up.
It was just a little. We just got a little like
oh, you got a little
log
slice.
each.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah. Didn't taste it, but
And you got like a macaroon. I can't remember which
yeah,
one
you
it is.
got like a few different things to decorate with. This was my attempt to make something great.
And
So
what's
cute.
sprinkled over there?
I think it's just like some hazelnuts or something, and some sort of crumbs.
Could be panko.
It could be. Wouldn't be very nice.
And did you eat your own cake or?
You could. You were allowed
You could?
to. But I figured there was probably going to be milk in that, and
Ah.
you know,
So what it was?
it was just left there.
No,
Sad.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Oh. What flavour would
Not
it have been?
tragic.
Was it like matcha?
Oh, I have no idea.
I can't believe you didn't eat it.
It was fine.
Oh man,
Hopefully someone
I
did.
thought I knew you.
mm.
No, it's all right.
Well, listen, I haven't eaten a lot of milk/dairy in the last 6 years, so I think that it's probably a bad time to start while you're on vacation. Or vacation
No,
slash
fair
work.
enough. Do you think if you had like a little bit, you'd just like start craving Stilton?
Oh no, I think I would probably just like get very upset and stay in the toilet for a long time.
Yeah, that's on the other end of the spectrum, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, that's a shame.
But yeah, you are right though, because you know, like there is a hormone in dairy that does make you kind of addicted to it. So
Oh, really?
that's a good point. Yeah,
I did not know that.
yeah. I forget what it's called
Fascinating.
because it's been a few years since I've been, you know, researching. But Lilith might know. I don't know.
I did.
Milk.
I ate a lot of
hormone.
Stilton in uni. I ate. I used to have three three crackers with Stilton on top in the afternoon, and I'd have three chocolate digestives with peanut butter spread on top of them in the morning. That was my 11sies,
Mm,
and I still crave
good
that.
choice.
Apparently, it's called casomorphins
Oh yeah.
or beta casomorphins, which is a form of opioid found in milk.
No.
I guess opioids are addictive.
There's
So
no way
that
is there really opioids in milk?
Apparently.
I need to look into that.
Maybe
Maybe it makes the calves go, you know.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's, they'll go back to the mama to stay well fed.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Except we don't need to go back to the mama cow.
My Stilton.
Actually, it might be a bit strange. Oh, look at this. It's almost like a beret.
It is almost. I would quite like to do. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, please do a beret.
Oh, I have done a beret.
Oh, you have it. Okay.
I think it was one of the
there you
first
go.
ones I did, just because it was so easy. Let's find it together.
Mm.
There it was. It looks a bit similar colour to the hair, but
Ah, yeah.
Oh, I like it.
it counts. It counts. Yes, I would quite. I think maybe I'll cheap out again. We reuse assets here, and I'll do one with a flower, and then
Like a lotus flower.
yeah. Although
Yes.
when I was working on the game, and there's a big difference between water lilies and lotuses, so I want to make sure
Mm.
I get it right. A raspberry beret, but made of a raspberry. I quite like that.
Incredible.
Raspberry beret.
Yeah, I was just thinking about those like a beret, but it's more like knitted, so you can kind of see, or crocheted, and you can kind of see like the holes in it. You know what I mean? Kind of like those early
Oh yeah.
2000s, like little, like more tight hats that were like crocheted, and like Love Actually, and
Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, like.
I could try that.
Hi, Smashman, welcome in.
Welcome in, Smashman. Always good to have you.
What if on the lily pad was also a tiny, tiny frog?
Then I have to animate it. I've been thinking. Yeah, I was thinking like I haven't decided yet whether like there are because there is bird song in the game, but then I don't know whether like in terms of the lore like every bird walks and talks, or whether there's like there's talking animals and then there's. But then actually you do catch. I have drawn a toad that you catch, like but I haven't added it to the game yet.
Mm.
So I think I might just lean into the fact that there's like different animals, There are the ones that walk and talk, but then there's also the ones that are just in the garden.
Just chilling.
Surprised none of you are puddles. How are you coping, Smashman? Are you doing okay? We're both in Bristol. Not too bad today, but I'm looking. Tomorrow's going to be 10 degrees cooler, so I'm looking forward to opening all my windows back up. Sorry I'm taking so long. I'm trying to find my actual illustration of a lily. Here we go. Hopefully my computer is going to whir in a sec. Oh yeah, I did an okay job of that. It's a little bit symmetry bound. Just trying to remember. I don't know if it's high enough res to just copy and paste. I'm a bit guilty of it. I'll draw one. I didn't even know how you can draw. Oh, how I can draw in the heat. It is. I'm going slower than I usually would. I'm not going to lie.
Can't let yourself work up a sweat.
I'm. We're past that point. This is helping though. I've got an insulated flask that I put in the freezer with the lid off, obviously, and then I filled it with fridge cold water.
Smart.
I just thought of that half an hour before we came on stream. It's just long enough to get something crispy cold in the freezer. I was gonna mention. I don't know if this is of interest, but I recently upgraded my software for the music, and I basically don't have any of my old plugins anymore. So I need to, probably for the better. It's forced me to go back through all the game's music, which I had to do anyway, because I never did. I need to eventually kind of sit myself down and because you need like a reference song and you need to kind of go back and forth to make sure all the songs are of a similar volume and mixed similarly.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've never done a music stream, and I feel like it wouldn't go so well because I would just be blasting music over Fern or Alex.
I mean, I have suggested it.
So we could do it, but I think. But anyway, it's kind of long, arduous work, so I don't know if people would be interested, but I could just like, while I'm doing it, just hit the stream button and just like work on the music. I don't know if that would be. It would be a lot of me going back and forth, but I don't know. I could talk about some of the songs, and I don't know how long it would take, but it's just an idea. I don't know if that interests people.
Just a looping stream,
It might be quite annoying. I don't know, to be honest.
No, people enjoy like when loops are being created. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it could be good.
And I
People
do
love
need.
having things to work to.
Yeah.
It could be. That's the thing, though. It could be the most annoying thing to work to. I'm not sure because because it would be kind of me going over the same. I mean, it won't. It won't really because I've done a lot of the songs I've already done, and it'll be me kind of playing the song through, listening to it, judging the levels, the EQ, and everything. Which is why I think it's an interesting time to maybe talk about the music. I don't know. Just a thought I had while I was doing it. I've already done a few of the songs. But I do still need to work on the night soundtrack. I'm still.
Oh, that would be nice.
I
though.
think
Ooh, vibey.
it is a bit more vibey. Because I think I had to. The day soundtrack is up to about an hour and a half, and the night soundtrack is currently up to about 45 minutes. And I feel like it would be cool if I could get it up to an hour. Which I haven't included interludes yet, so I don't know. But I need to do a couple more songs, I think, and I might have the ideas laying around. So I also need to go through all of because for the night music, I just kind of sit down and play for 10 minutes and then just go back and check if anything's worthwhile, which it usually isn't. But so I don't know. Maybe people enjoy me doing that as well, going through all my random electric keyboard playing. I don't know. Anyway.
I mean, I think that people would enjoy it more than you think.
Okay.
Because you're too used to it, and
I'll do it one
in the
time.
wrong way.
I don't know. I'll do it when it's a bit cooler.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
this
very
week.
fair.
Maybe this week. Or maybe it could be a weekly. Talk to the team.
Oh, spicy. How much music are we talking? Actually, the whole game soundtrack and every sound effect will be redone by Louis using only their voice.
You do get those, don't you? There's a good YouTube channel who he does full albums with just his voice.
Yeah.
Have you heard them?
No.
He did the new Kendrick album.
Wow.
Which and it's not short either. He did. I think it went viral. He did that Tyler the Creator album. He might have done both actually. He might have done Igor and Flower Boy. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'm sure if you Google it, you'll find it. It's the kind of thing that you probably wouldn't sit through the whole thing, but it's fun to kind of like find those fun moments that you're like, how could he have done that? And then you.
For sure, yeah. Welcome in, music lover. Good to see you.
I'm sorry, I've lost connection to chat, as does happen.
Okay. Music lover said, "Hello. Did someone mention music?" And we were just talking about making music for the game. And Hal says the Garden Path a cappella sessions.
The sessions.
Yeah. The sesh.
The sesh.
I'm reading a book that's set in the UK, and I'm getting so much sesh lingo in my system.
Sesh.
Yeah, like sesh appropriate.
I have no idea what that means. Were you
Like a
expecting
sesh on the town,
having a yeah, okay. I guess people do say that. Well, you might have a gaming sesh. Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. But it's more like, when you go out on the town with the lads, you have a sesh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it have any people like to do there's going out and there's going out? That's what people say that.
Oh, okay, out. What are the intricacies of
I think it's a famous sketch or something, so I'm not going to try and
okay.
portray the comedy of it. I think the idea is like going out is when you're like I think the whole joke is that it was like he goes out for a pint of milk and he's just going out. He's popping out, and then his mates are like, have a pint, and then he's going out, and then they're like, let's go to the club, and now you're out. I think that's the joke.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the difference. It's the difference between like, well, in the UK it would be a pub, but it's a bar or something else equivalent.
Yeah.
And then eventually moving on. You didn't mean to, but you end up doing it, which never happens to me. But I'm sure is a universal experience among the human folk.
The human folk, not us though.
Yeah,
Us garden folk.
Not us fairy cowboys. Cowboy
Tiny
fairies.
cowboys, yeah.
Feeling tired at 9:30, folk.
Speaking of music, what are you currently listening to, Louis? I really like your recommendations. I'm always like, whenever you share them in our server, or if you're chatting about them on when I'm modding, I'm always like, ooh, gotta add that to my list.
It's the highest compliment. So did you mean like, you don't mean like right now, because it's
no
game soundtrack.
Yeah. More generally.
What would I? There's something I heard the other day. It's a bit. I don't know if people would be into it, but what's it called? Living Torch by Callie Malone. It's this kind of like really dark organs. That was really cool. I will just because that's the most recent thing I've been into. There's an album called Storm Queen by Grace Cummings, which I will recommend. It was an album that I kind of heard earlier this year, and I was kind of like, I remember thinking this could be really good, or it could be just okay. And I think I'm leaning onto I really do like it. So it's kind of like she's just got this really amazing voice. I think it's kind of like a by the numbers folk album, I suppose, but she kind of she's got this really aggressive voice that just really carries the whole thing. So that's what would be my recommendation. And it's got a really cool album artwork, which counts.
Always helps.
But what about you guys? Have any of you heard anything?
Ooh, I'll let you go first, Alex.
Sure. What have I? I've been listening to a lot of music. I think the latest two albums that I've really loved have been Black Midi's latest album, Hellfire, which is
that out now?
Yeah, that came out on.
I admit I heard the leak.
It might have come out yesterday. Oh,
I'm that kind of guy. But which I think was like a compilation of live. It was a bit ropey, I'll be honest. I think it was because I think they just like put the live. They put recordings of the live sets in where the songs hadn't been otherwise available. I'm not sure I'm into Black Midi, I'll be honest. But maybe I'll give it another go. I know people are saying it's their best work, and people do rave about them. So
yeah,
I'm sure
they're very much Marmite of a band. I think.
Yeah.
Like if someone says to me I don't like them, I'd be like, yeah, no, that's totally
fair.
Understandable. They're very loud and just very. I don't know. I think they're really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like Hellfire, and also the Viagra Boys just released an album called Cave World, which is so good. I don't think it's their best album.
I listened.
But it's just a lot of fun.
I listened to the first track of that, and then I was like, I'm going to listen to the rest of this later. So that's not interesting, but just because I had a friend recommend it, so I do need to spin that. Those are two very UK albums, aren't they? I think Is Viagra Boys UK?
I'm pretty sure they are.
I feel like when I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, this is. I can't remember why. I think maybe he sounded like a bit of a geezer. I genuinely can't remember.
Yeah, I'm going to Google it. I actually don't know. Now it's your turn, Fern.
Yes.
Oh, well, you see, I've been listening a lot to my YouTube downloads in the last, whenever I've been traveling, I guess. And my downloads consist of, they're not synced on my PC.
Oh.
Well, they consist of, if I go to my history, The Greenhouse, cottagecore aesthetic ASMR ambience, nature plus gardening sounds, soft music, or deep layered brown noise 1 hour. That's my
Nice.
reading.
That's
My
vibes.
reading. Music. But to answer in a more fun way, well, last time we talked about Kate Bush a little bit, and since then, since Louis said to listen to The Dreaming, I listened to The Dreaming, and then I just listened to the entire Kate Bush discography.
Oh, I haven't been
and
that bold.
I enjoyed it a lot. I really
good.
like Words for Snow, the album. Really beautiful.
I think I've only heard. Oh, just quickly. I think I've only heard The Dreaming and House of Love.
Yeah.
Which one did you say?
Oh, 50 Words for Snow.
Oh,
That's a good one.
I remember that coming out actually, but that was kind of before I really got into music. 2011, I was still in my all I listened to was REM phase.
Also, hi Jacob, welcome in. Hi Kenny, welcome in as well.
Welcome in, guys.
I love the duality of man. Sakat, or hello, lovely garden folks.
It is a sick hat, though.
It is. Thanks, bro. Myself. Picked it myself from the water.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
I still think there should be a tiny frog.
Like a miniature frog.
Did we did little frogs for that fountain, didn't we? That was a few streams back. I think we did. That classic fountain stream.
The fountain stream.
I will need to. I don't know whether to like. They don't really grow on the lily pad, do they? No, they sort of grow adjacent to it. I think that's okay.
Lily pad adjacent.
Yeah.
But it's like you just picked them up from the water, like you stacked them on.
Yeah.
You styled them.
Yeah, exactly. It's been styled, deliberately styled.
Yeah. What would you say to having the flower be a little bit off center, or you're literally doing it right now? Okay, never mind. Or I guess it's up a little bit.
Yeah, I just moved it up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, technically, if you consider the circle of the lily pad, that's
could do something like something like over here.
Yeah, more dynamic.
I will just because I'm lazy, I'll do the symmetry mode, but I'll go back to okay. A bit of I want do I want these need to be different colours, but I can't quite. It's a bit too hot for me to figure it out right now.
Cannot blame you.
Yeah. I'll figure it out. I don't know if anybody else has any hat suggestions. We've maybe got time for one more.
Yeah. Get those hats in there.
But yeah, I don't know whether to like layer or it's just one. Maybe just one lily pad is enough. But I feel like.
Do you want like one more little one?
Yeah, I don't know. But then would it stay on your head? I don't know. Let me Google lily pad. Oh, I know what would be fun. I think I've gone a bit too formal with the shape of the lily.
Ooh. Putting some shape into it.
Some shape.
Oh my god, Kenny says, got that new pond drip on the head.
Very good.
True, bruh. Watching this is like how I felt when I was trying to get back into Animal Crossing. And I was like, maybe if I terraform it wonky, it will look better. It didn't.
I'm hoping this
Wonky
looks
is
better. I think it looks better.
Yeah.
There you go. It's all about the little lip. Yeah, I think that looks good.
You know, it kind of looks like it could turn into one of those like I don't know what era this is from, but like those old-timey hats that have like ribbon going down that you tie under your chin, you know.
Like a bonnet?
Not quite like a bonnet, but
Maybe
like
it
the
might
ones that are a
have-
bit bigger, but it's like more, maybe the fabric is more sheer.
I think maybe we tried that last stream.
Oh, maybe.
Or maybe
yeah.
it was a bonnet. I just remembered the idea for the raspberry hat, although I'm trying to think how I would draw that.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
A raspberry shaped beret. I don't know how I could make it look like anything other than just a
It's
raspberry
more like a beanie shape,
on a
right?
head. Yeah, it would be like a. Oh, yeah, like yeah, okay, like that's the obvious thing, isn't it? Like the hole is the where you put your head.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could try that. It's just one big berry.
I like that idea, actually.
Because it would just be like a bunch of little, kind of circle-y bits
Yeah,
shaded
exactly,
in.
yeah.
It would just...
It's just a load of circly bits. I don't
A
know how.
carrot cake on a plate for a hat.
Might be a bit too on the nose, that.
I had a nice slice of carrot cake the other day whilst
yeah?
Yes, you
filming our latest TikTok, where we were celebrating 10. Well, we've got over 10,000 followers now on TikTok, but yeah, that was a milestone we reached recently, which was really exciting.
Very cool.
Yes.
And yeah, give us a follow if you haven't already. If you're on TikTok.
If you're on the TikTok.
There'll be a new talk going up in 40 minutes, give or take.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll admit, actually, I haven't been on it in a little while just because I was away last week.
Take breaks.
So
we love going offline.
Yeah. So I'll do a catch up after this. After
You might have missed the Banana Society TikTok.
Oh, that's a great TikTok.
I think I might have done. I think it doesn't ring a bell. I like reading the comments though. There's always always some nice folk saying nice things. That keeps me going. If I need a pick me up, I'll go to TikTok.
Yes. Cute. Is this game free, and also is it on mobile?
Let's say those ones.
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah.
It is a classic though.
Yeah, it does make me feel better that that's something literally it's always asked, no matter what your game is. Everyone's like, do I have to pay for it? Like,
yeah.
Yes, you do. Ooh.
Unfortunately, guys, I don't make that much money, and I need to. I'm slightly hedging my bets that Garden Puddle. I'm not. I'm going to be fine, but be.
Louis needs
I need my lentils. I need my lentils.
Yeah.
I do think
He doesn't ask for much.
I don't ask for much. I hope not, anyway. I think it would be interesting to do like a kind of a Dwarf Fortress model where I think it's too risky at this point, but where the game kind of is this ongoing. We're not going to do this, but I did cross my mind where it is free, but you kind of do a Patreon thing and people support you sort of long term. It'd be interesting to know if that's like a valid model these days. I feel like we're kind of going in that direction, but alas. I'm not in a position to take that risk. But I hope my time on the game will be worth the entry fee.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. I think the thing is mostly like when people ask that, it's probably because it's kids and they don't have any spending money. So
for sure,
understandable, but also. And
it might be free. I might be, I might add V-Bucks.
Actually, just put the game on Roblox, and then
or G-Bucks. What even is the V? The V is just it's a pretty cool letter, isn't it? V. What gets the kids? They want V-Bucks. B-Bucks? No. Y-Bucks? Come on.
V-Bucks.
It's gotta be.
That's the thing.
It's gotta be V-Bucks. Although X-Bucks. No, that sounds a bit weird. Unless the V does stand
Xbox
for...
there.
Oh, it could be virtual. It could be virtual. X-Bucks. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm so mesmerized by this raspberry.
I feel like it just looks like Marge Simpson or something. I need like the seeds or something like that. I'm not sure.
It's like you could really easily do the same with a strawberry, is what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, I suppose.
But it wouldn't be hollow on the inside,
exactly.
So it wouldn't work as a hat.
Wouldn't work quite as well. Although I just do it anyway. I think I probably will.
Yeah, you could do some like strawberry like little hairpins or something. Like a couple of strawberries, like as a
That's cute.
We've entered a whole arena now of fruit-related hats that hadn't even occurred to me.
But then at some point, does it get problematic because obviously the residents, you don't want to do any overlap with that. But are there any berry residents? I can't remember right now.
Are there berry residents? No, I don't think there are actually.
So berries are safe.
There are berries you can collect in the game, so I kind of
exactly. Yeah. So then that's fine.
I decided to.
You've just collected so many berries that you could make this out of the berries.
Yeah, it needs. I think I need more kind of more defined shape to each of the little bubbles.
Yeah. Get some nice like watery highlight in there as well.
Yeah, that's true. Although maybe I've done it the wrong way around. Maybe I need to do that. I don't know.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy being a raspberry.
Always getting eaten by
me.
Wasps or fern.
Well, I guess I compete with the wasps. God, it was really strange. Like the last couple of days, every time Sketchy and I went out to eat, we had like a wasp fly near or into our drinks. And granted, some of the drinks were kind of fruity, so I understand, but at some point they tried the beer and I was just, like, that's not for you, little buddy.
It is dangerous. They can
they could drown.
No, I mean for you. Well, at least I know someone who's
like if you drink a wasp.
Yeah, he drank a wasp and that was it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it can happen. I think they sting you in your throat. Sorry, this is a bit morbid, but
no, don't do that.
That's my job.
Yeah.
I am here.
Yeah, no. I actually, only one fell into the drink one time, but
yeah,
I grabbed a spoon and saved it, and it actually managed to fly away after a little bit. So I was very proud of myself. And I am now crowned the Wasp Whisperer after having been, dealing with the wasps in the roof earlier last month. and now they just kind of they know. I don't
The
know.
wasps, they know.
They do.
Who's boss?
I mean, if they did, they wouldn't try to steal my drinks all the time. But I guess.
I don't know what whisperer I am.
Ooh.
I would be. What about you, Alex?
I don't know. I don't think I'm very good with many insects or
Okay, it doesn't have to be an insect.
other animals.
Other animals.
I'd like to be a raccoon whisperer.
Ooh.
That would be. I feel like they have so many secrets.
That's the dream. Yeah. What rubbish they ransacked that day. What walls they've been living between.
Yeah.
What secrets do you hold?
This hat looks a bit diseased at the moment, but we're gonna save it.
Yeah.
Just bear with. I think it's a necessity.
It's like the bigger ones that kind of like, but unevenness is also nice. It's just
I think
the line between bulbous, brainy, or
Yeah.
like The Last of Us zombie.
Mhm.
We try these things. They might not work.
We try
I
and
think
we move.
we move. I think the key is actually looking at some raspberries. Is that the?
Yeah, maybe.
I think
I think you had I think you had a good thing going before.
it
all
looked
of
good.
this.
I just don't know if it looked like a raspberry. When it was kind of kind of like that.
It was nice when it was still symbolic, I think.
Yeah. But then maybe I just need to go full bulbous brain, and then it will come out the other side. I'm not sure, but we're coming to the end, so I'll do this leaf all nice and good, and then I will run cold water on my hands.
Oh my god, yes, please. Do not melt.
And turn my fan back on.
Oh, but wait, you didn't have it on.
No, I went without. I don't know if it might.
Unbelievable.
It could be plus 30 now. It could be plus 30 in the house.
I hope it's so cool. I think it's cooled off where I am, which is nice. I'm going to Google it. Temperature. Oh, it's only 33. It's fine now.
Yeah, outside.
Yeah. Oof.
I see. I've gone up to 25, but I haven't really noticed. Or inside.
29 apparently outside in Bristol at the moment, so it's coming down. It's coming down.
Oh yeah, it's gone to 25 outside as well. Nice. I'm living. I feel like I'm very lucky right now.
Is it coming? I feel like, isn't it going? Someone told me it's going from west to east, but I might be wrong. Be wrong. So you could be in for it.
Wish you luck.
maybe for the next stream, which maybe our positions will be reversed. I don't know what the next stream will be, but we'll let you guys know. There'll be discussion, but yeah, 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, which is on the 2nd
As per,
of August.
Oh, gosh.
August already.
What is
It's
happening?
flying by. Yeah.
Alex is getting their wish fulfilled of autumn coming soon.
Yes. I have my birthday month and then autumn, so it's the best time.
Easy breezy. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, now's the time. Otherwise, I'll do the standard. I'll reel off all of our little bits. We already said TikTok, but as before, what else on TikTok? Alex's does. Oh, sometimes I think on the weeks when we're not streaming, Alex does a little chilled out stream. Talk about the game and Garden Path adjacent subjects.
Yep. Adjacent.
Adjacent.
Yes.
Definitely join her for that. And just check out the TikTok generally because there's a lot of wild stuff happening over there. And then we've also got Instagram from Carrot Cake. I think that's the classic one that we don't have yet in the chat. We always try it and it doesn't quite work. That's okay. Twitter, but yeah, from Carrot Cake anywhere. Twitter, Instagram. I feel like there's another one. Maybe it is TikTok. Is there a fourth? I think that's probably one of them. Oh, and here, of course, Twitch. Nobody's followed us this time. That's chill. But if someone wants to, you get a little. I think we get a little gif of Tabble walking. That's always good fun. So if someone wants to do that now, feel free. Don't need pressure. And then yes, Discord. I'm there. Fern is there. Alex is there. We're all kicking it, talking about trees, talking about what animal we like the most. I think that was the latest point of discussion.
Don't mind me forgetting every single command we have. Anyway, there are links everywhere if you want to check them out. Also,
sure.
I would like to point out that our first stream was on the 21st of July.
No, there we go.
Oh, so this Thursday is
there we go.
the 1 year anniversary.
Nearest, damn it. Couldn't get much better than that. So yeah, how about it? Although I don't know if that was the hot. It was hot. I think it was the hottest period at least. It was a similar heat wave.
Yeah, you're right.
So
maybe we should celebrate next time. Who knows?
Who knows?
Or maybe wait until it cools down a bit, and then we can have a sesh.
I don't celebrate. I just go. No time to look back.
You just move.
We just move. No worries. And then wishlist us on Steam gives us the. It keeps you in the know, and then of course gives us the numbers, which helps out.
Keeps Steam in the know that.
Keeps Steam in the know as well.
Game is good.
Yeah.
You should get it.
Keeps you in the know, keeps Steam in the know, keeps us in the know. So
everyone will know.
Head over there. And yeah, maybe soon you'll be able to play this game with raspberry hats. Maybe one day the raspberry will be in the game.
This could be you.
This could be you. But yeah, keeping it short just because of the heat, but that's okay. But we'll keep you guys posted on the next stream.
Please stay cool.
Stay cool.
Go outside if you don't need to.
Wherever you might be. Heat waves or otherwise. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining us on stream. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Alright. Take care everyone. Bye bye.